Yeah. So today we'll discuss so I'll tell you the from scratch. So be careful what we are trying to do. So how to create a endpoint, everything. So we'll take one of the example, like we'll take children's or cities. Just a second. Set the JSON. So we'll take the country code. What is the country code here? Okay. So we'll take simple one. Actually, country code has something extra parameters. We'll go smaller one. Yeah, postal code. Have that. Where is the postal code here? Yes. This is our example. Yeah. So basically, this is API. API geo names and postal code country info depends upon the user demo. So what it will give this one, it will give that all the country code. So geo names, so depends upon the user names or geo names, it will give the country code AD and country name, country postal number, and what is the minimum postal ID, maximum postal code, and like that. So we are going to be validate these things. Okay. So first I will copy this URL. So this is, as you know, that API is REST API. Method type here is not mentioned, but it is a get method. Okay. So, pardon? If you are giving that information, so by seeing this XML, it is giving information. Okay, it's giving information and parameters are get passed here. And so suppose, yeah. So we have to find out what is our two things by saying that whether it is get method or post method, and what is the endpoint here? Endpoint of this URL. Endpoint of the URL, and what is that path or resource path or resource, and what is the parameters, what are the parameters? Okay, parameters. So why we are doing like this, dividing our URL means, so our SOAP-AI will have this request divided into a endpoint, resource or path, and parameters. So by the way, we will divide, and we have structure, or we have to create a resource for the API. So here up to this http://api.geoname.org is that our endpoint URL, and this is my before the info. The postal code country info is path or resource, and my what is the parameter is user is the parameter. Demo is the value. Parameter name. Parameter name. Parameter name is user. Demo is the value. Okay. So same thing will get create. So how to create a request in the project? So just you need to create a first project, not SOAP-AI, REST project. Create a project with the REST API by using creating the REST from the URI. Just provide the test. So it created a project name as a REST. So we can change the name here, the name property window. Sorry. Yeah. So here we can change that what exactly you want. We can change that REST project. Yeah. Just a second, I'll write it. Project yeah, geo name. Geo, geo. Yeah, geo. Country code. Country code info. This is the project name, so it will get reflected here. And see this, this is the icon which will tell us in the rest one. And if you click here, there is a VADL information, visitor information, and a visitor part, and visitor resource. Okay. So and this particular service will tell you what is the service endpoint. So what is the visitor content. So what is the exact visitor content. Okay. So right now there is no visual content because once you declare only they will get automatically. So just what we have to do is we have to give the name, new name content, your name, country, code info, and you can declare service endpoint here, but you can declare service endpoint here also. This is yeah, many options are there. Many options are there. You can declare there. You can declare in the request window also. So changing here the property window, the below. So this is the window which will rename. Yeah, place the cursor and type something. It will type. And you see the reflection is there. See where this particular hierarchy is nothing like yeah. Anyway, I'll delete that one. So this is your project, correct? So after this project, just you need to create a new REST request from the URI. So for initially, if you give direct this path, if you give this direct path, it will take automatically. It will automatically generate, but it is not a good recommended way. So what we are going to do is we are giving the dummy thing URL name. Okay. So it will create some hierarchy. Okay. And once you click here for this window, you can see that here property name is blank. You can give whatever that API name, geo name, country, country code. Okay, so get reflected, and you double click on the request. So here you can see that method, and there is an endpoint, there is a resource, there is a parameter. So as we divided accordingly, so just we will copy here. So what is the URL? Endpoint. Endpoint is up to org. And this is my endpoint I have provided. And what is the resource here? Resource is postal code info. Postal code info. Just you need to paste it here. So right now we pasted like we copied endpoint resource. So next, what we need to provide the endpoint. So what we need to provide endpoint. So endpoint it will tell us it is some parameter of query. That means we have to create in the request window. So there are here you can say that add a parameter to the parameter table. Okay. So you want to add a parameter. So here we need to add a parameter table. So the table tells us the name, value, style, and level. Okay. So the name should be provided by as per the URL. As per the API, we need to give that. Our own name should not be taken because it will give that the API will not be work. And value is demo. And this is a type of parameter. Right now it is query parameter. So see that you got the question mark of username equal to demo. See our URL, the question mark of username equal to demo. So the perfectly it is exactly the query parameter. Sometimes it will give that username like in the resource path only. So if you want to give like that, so instead of select like template, few URLs, few resource like that only. So depends upon our API resource or API URL. So we have to change that type of parameters, query, template, header, matrix, and plain. So later on we'll discuss one by one whenever we have type of example while covering. Okay. So right now I'm keeping that it is demo parameter. So parameter is a question mark. So query parameter I'm considering here. In the notepad, yeah. See, you can see right now you can compare like this. Endpoint, whatever the endpoint I give. What is the resource? The postal code info and the parameter, the username. So while giving the parameter, here there is a note here. So parameter can be typed. So right now it is a question mark parameter means the question mark will come by using the style of query parameter. Okay. So if you say add a parameter table, the style should be in the query, and we need to give the username of the parameter, and value is that exactly what value you need to access for this URL. So now click here and test. We are testing our designing request resource is perfectly or not. So we got the response from that outline. So here the outline saying that we have got the result perfectly. Okay. So as I told you, the best way we have to see that our raw window will tell us what exactly our resources request is get called or get forward to the particular service. So this is exactly our request. So no issues. If a response is not came, please verify your request what actual request went from the raw tab. Okay, and you can verify the XML from the response. There is a no JSON for this, and HTML view no. Again you see that raw. Here raw information will be mostly important for us by seeing that whether we got the response properly, the response code message we can see, and the connection live, the type, what is the type, content type.